Guys, welcome to Occult Cat TV. I'm your host, O'Shea, as well you can call me Atanu, or Cool Cat, whatever you'd like. So, pretty much let me get down to business. This will be an intro video. It'll have everything that you need. It'll have the core, but as well I will be making a Patreon video on this topic. What we are talking about today is ascension, like soul evolution, the abyss. Let me get my notes, guys. I've been working with my notes a lot more. I used to just do straight off the dome channelings. I think it's good to mix them in so that you have topics. Okay, ascension, the abyss, and the awakening. Simple. So what I want to talk about is a topic that is not really discussed in the occult as much, and something that Lucifer, the demonic kings, and my different guides have just honestly been trying to show me. So we are all, as it is the end of days, right? The end times. You can look at that from everything around us. I'm not saying that to strike fear or anything in that matter. I'm only saying that in the sense that if you look at everything around us, the matrix is being destroyed at every moment with everything that we do. And I just said that and I heard dogs barking, so that's symbolism of Hecate, right? Again, that's a part of the matrix. For me, I believe that we live in a soul simulation. I believe that we live in a soul simulation and realm. And it's that as we navigate this realm, it's at some point that we are brought into the abyss, right? Or at least understanding the abyss. Because when we are going through this process as magicians, we are choosing, or we were dropped into it, placed into it by our guides, but we are choosing to elevate ourselves in our ascension. This is what the purpose of the abyss is for. It is to test you. And that as it tests you, as it tests the user, it's testing what your mind is, right? So a lot of people will not tell you that mental health, right? All these mental hospitals, they profit off telling you that you are mentally insane. You know what I'm saying? They profit off telling you that you are weak, that you are nothing, that you have to take this pill every day, that it can't. Sorry guys, glass keeps sliding. They have to take a pill every day, that you aren't okay unless you take this pill. You aren't okay unless you follow the government and do what it says, right? They try to become an overseer through schooling system, indoctrinating us at such a young age, indoctrinating our youth to think a certain way, to be a certain way. 1 second, there's a plane. 333, right as I'm saying this. And I can also hear some I can hear some stuff outside, right? Or I mean, I can hear some right as I'm talking about this. My neighbor starts to go and cut metal, but not when I wasn't talking about this, not before. So that's the matrix, even the simulation trying to prevent what I'm saying. Not that it can, in a sense that's just right, but it will do things of that nature, that when you start to talk truth, when you start to speak truth, the matrix will try to cap that. It will try to cap you and make sure that you do not speak your truth. But you know what you should always do? Speak your truth. No matter what, and in every moment, always speak your truth. Always be who you are. Never let another being corrupt you. Right? So if something's on your mind, you feel that you need to say it. And then also with that, people have been guiding Lucifer to me lately. Whereas, in all honesty, I want to help people. I want to liberate people. I want to help get them out the abyss. Through the Qliphoth to understand their awakening and the ascension. that is happening, right? Just as I've went through that, I didn't know any of this. And then but I already had a mind that was ready for it. So I went in. So I started working with Lucifer and these beings, and they kept saying, "Oh, you're gonna cross the abyss at some point. You're gonna cross the abyss at some point." Like, to do that, right? For me, hell, I don't know what the abyss is, right? So I'm like, what in a sense, what are you guys saying? What is the abyss, right? And I was just so eager to jump it, right? I just really wanted to go to to do it. Let's get this shit done. If I got to do it, let's do it now, right? And then Abaddon's like, "Whoa, hold up. You are not flying through that." And then I'm like, "Well, why aren't I flying through that?" And he's like, "Wait here." And then I'm like, "Nah, I'm gonna try to fly through. Wait here. Nah, I should wait here." Right? And then the reason he says to wait crossing the abyss is because you need to be trained. Good little puppy, sit. You need to understand. You need to understand what the abyss is before you can even cross it, right? So many magicians say, "Oh, I've crossed the abyss. Oh, I've done this. I've done that." I even had someone tell me before I crossed it that I crossed it, but maybe they also saw me already crossing it. Right? So sometimes people are getting, like, maybe not delusional, but maybe they're seeing things before it happens. Because that's clairvoyance, right? We're sitting in ritual. "Oh, I crossed the abyss." Yes, maybe you astrally crossed the abyss, but you need to wait for it to all trickle down into the now. Right? Do you show that you've crossed the abyss? My clients keep telling me, by the way that I act and what I do, I couldn't not have crossed the abyss because Lucifer was leading them to me. These were clients that Lucifer, they are serious about this path. They're not just some random practitioner that's like, "Oh, I want to work with Lucifer and this and that." I get serious practitioners that either want to make pacts with Lucifer and go all in to better understand the Qliphoth and get out. So I can help you to make pacts with Lucifer or commune with Lucifer to get out of the Qliphoth. This is the severity of what Lucifer can actually bring to you. If you are in the abyss, if you feel depressed, lonely, lost, all of these things, the one thing that I would recommend and suggest is working with Lucifer. I'd recommend working with Lucifer to cross the abyss as a magician. To talk to your guides and ask them, "How can I cross the abyss?" And then maybe they lead you to, like, to get a consultation with me. And then we go all in depth about how you can do that. If you do not believe that you can, if you do not know what it is, this is actually something that I teach that I can help you out with, is understanding the Qliphoth, understanding the abyss. And with that message, I just want to let you guys know that we are going in all of reality within the next coming months and years, which is going to start going through the abyss. We've already been going through the abyss. This is why, if you saw COVID, I'm about to blow your guys' mind, right? So what is COVID, right? This disease that was everywhere, this illness, which I actually got COVID as a magician. Yeah, we're not fully impenetrable to this and that. Yes, we are. I had to fight it with my mind. I wasn't really fighting. I had to subside to it. It felt like, I want to be honest, COVID felt like the abyss. Right? It felt like the abyss. And that when we get out of it, when we transcend the COVID, the corona, crown, Coronzon. Is there another occultist telling you this? That the coronavirus was Coronzon? That the coronavirus was the abyss, and for a lot of people that is their abyssal moment. Not saying that they just transcend when they get out, right? But that is their abyssal moment. They have to deal with intense internal alchemies and emotions bubbling to the surface, right? And they're dying. They feel as if they're dying. And as they're dying, if they do not let go, if they do not just dissolve, like, dissolve their ego, right? I believe that if you hold on to your ego when you have COVID, right? You hold on to all this emotional pain and turmoil and everything that you're going to. Oh, I have COVID. Oh, I have, and you just keep saying, because it almost made me keep feeling the need to say, I have this, I have this, I have. You know what I mean? When you keep perpetuating your illness instead of saying, I'm better, I'm healing, I'm rested, I am aware, I am awake, I know that I'm going through this, but I'm already healed, right? It kind of even took over that aspect of my mind. Not it took over, right? But it makes you feel so much kind of like worthlessness or suffering. Not like worthlessness like Belial, but worthlessness or suffering. It kind of makes you feel like at a low. And if you weren't trained for that, for me it was just a week, right? And then I got out and it made me feel empowered. Like it's like you can't kill a vampire. You only make them stronger. You only make them stronger. You can't kill a vampire. You only make them stronger. It's live or die. It's live or die. You must embrace your ascension, your evolution, and your awakening. With that, guys, have a beautiful day. So if you want more to this video, right? If you truly want to go in depth into how I view reality, into how I view the abyss and the Qliphoth, the sephiroth, and you want to truly understand and know the secrets, not my secrets, but the secrets to magic, and as well how to become your greatest version, how to in a sense become a deific embodiment of yourself, what some people call a living god. All it is to be a god is to embrace and go through the Qliphoth. You have to go through hell in order to know who you're meant to become. Why? Because these demons, these spirits are testing you. They're testing you to become your greatest version. Will you fall to the tests, or will you rise to the occasion? And with that, guys, I just want to say, if you would like to get my Patreon service, I'm so sorry. If you'd like to get my Patreon, link is in the description. And then as well, I also have services, so you can hire me for a consultation. You can hire me for consultations, right? Understanding where you're at in the Qliphoth. And then from that, I'd help guide you to know the next steps. And that would be, I do consultations for that, as well as just occult consultations. I can teach you spell work. I can counsel you with the occult, with healing emotionally, or as well just empowering you with ritual or a deity. So I do consultation work, ritual and spell work, as well as tarot. I do destiny and fate readings for people. So actually, as well with my spell work and ritual service, so what I'd be doing is I talk to you a little bit, and then I kind of gather what you'd like from the ritual, and then I, in a sense, perform the ritual, and I can either be with you, or we could do it on call, or in a sense, I do it. I send the energies to you. I write everything that I did, everything that that happened. I give you the ritual. So I perform it for you, make it really powerful, and then I show you how to do it, since you are attuned now to magic, energy work, and that ritual. And then the last thing is a tarot card reading. I have 2 different ones, 4-card draw, and then as well an 8-card draw. So the 4-card draw is the Destiny and Fate tarot card reading, and I might be led to draw more cards during it, and it just depends on the wielder or the individual, but in the beginning it will just be 4 cards if you get that, and then it's 4 cards. It's 4 cards at the moment for 65, and then as well it's 8 cards for 80, and that's a Destiny and Fate reading. So the 4 cards is just kind of an overall a brief understanding of it, which I still go in depth, but then the 8-card reading is an in-depth, is very in-depth and to the point, and honestly can even take hours sometimes, or even talking to people. So that's why it's $80. And with that, guys, that was the video. that was the services. Talking about some deities. So with that, guys, it's Cold Cat TV. I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace. I'm out. Namaste, guys. Namaste and stay blessed. You got this.